Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and thank you for the newcomers. Okay, I'm not done, I'm not gone. I am just how do you say, there are so many things that happen. So many things is happening actually. There are so many things happening on the news, and I have to admit that I want to talk about that, but I really don't have time. I'm just exhausted, really. I don't know, I'm very exhausted, and not only that, I went through very two difficult events in my life recently. Those were really personal, but the other one, losing my dear aunt, one of my dear aunt, in a very tragic condition. Thing that I've been talking a lot in my YouTube channel is the condition in which people are treated in hospital. I've been talking about that many times, and in Africa, of course. And it really broke my heart. It really broke my heart. I didn't sleep because in my blog I often talk about my aunts. I call them my mothers because they are like my mom. I have my mother, but they are also my mothers because that's how I was raised, you know. It takes a village to raise a child, like we say in Africa. And my aunts are my mothers, my uncles are my fathers. So that's how I was raised. So you understand that I was really heartbroken at the news. I don't even know why, because a few days before, because I was going through a very difficult situation at the time with for my child and me, you know. It's a situation, you know. What can I say? And then I don't know, I'm not superstitious, but things happened on my right feet. I kept my right feet, my toes were doing something like for days. I never had it before. I didn't know that. Maybe I felt like maybe a bad news was coming. I didn't know what. And the few days later, by the afternoon, I received a call, and I heard that my aunt passed away, with all the pain, with all the difficulties that you know. In my country, the medical care, it's a failure. It's I don't know how to say. People, literally, you go to the hospital, you don't even think if you can come out of there alive. I've been talking about so many things about what happened, you know, in my country, in my continent. It's difficult, you know. It's very difficult to understand that it doesn't bother the people in charge, because they never have nobody sue them, because even if they sue them, it's about relation and everything. So I'm sorry, I have been very quiet. It's just so many things happening. I watched the news. I wanted to talk about the Donald Trump and Elon Musk feud, which was really interesting to talk about. I wanted, but you know, I don't know much, you know. I also wanted to talk about the LA riots, you know, rioters in LA, which really, I found it quite interesting, because even when I saw the pictures of the people who were rioting, we say that in English, with Mexican flag, it was really interesting. In my mind was like, you have a flag from another country, and I mean, you know, it's very difficult to understand. And I think I read in an article, maybe I'm wrong, I read an article where the president and the Mexican president say that they were heroes. I don't know what is hero. I don't know how to say that in English. What is hero? Being hero about protesting for illegality in a way like that in another country. I don't know. personally, not judging, if I was a president, and if I was a leader of a country, and I hear that my people are leaving my country illegally, it will really make me uncomfortable. It will really make me question about my government and how I handle the thing in my country. You know what I mean? I will be very questioning myself, many things. So it depends. I don't know what is honorable. I don't know what is really to think proud. I don't know, to have your people from your country leaving and going to another country, not even going in a legal way, but illegally. It's just interesting that the leaders don't question that, you know. It's very special. This week I hope to be talking about few subjects. If it's just that I'm very lazy, but I have so much, and I think that maybe some of the things I will be talking about will again frustrate some people, maybe, because the next title of my video will be "Leave the Black Community," because you will get nothing there. Leave the Black community. No, seriously. Leave the Black community. I've been observing, and I have been very observing. Now there is the next also, which gonna be in the same direction, I will say, because I have to take notes, you know, because sometimes I have so much in my head, but I forget because I have so much and I don't know, and I don't think that I can keep making video without just preparing them. So maybe I should really take time to prepare my video. But sometimes when I don't have time, I forget, and then it just leave my head like that. The other one I want to talk about is how Thomas Sowell has proven that racism is not the reason why Black people are poor. And it's interesting because he talked about that in the 70s, I think, in the video. And when I watch my previous video many times, I keep saying almost the same thing, but he's saying it in a very much accurate way, with more facts, with more explanation and historical explanation. But there are things that I've been saying that in my previous video, and I've been saying that not only Black community we go nowhere, and I say many times that it's good to be open to other community, because obviously they are working maybe better than us. Not better, but maybe they are, in a way, their social system is way better than the Black community. And I've been saying also that racism is not really the problem why Black people are poor, and it has always irritate me or frustrate me to see the abject poverty in which the Black people are living with the Black. And I try, okay, I try to address it many times. And I also say, I have a video where I say Black families should invest in education for their children. I have a video where I say that. And what is very interesting is Thomas Sowell is talking about that too. We will have a video on that. But when I hear someone like Thomas Sowell talking like that, and when I watch my video, I'm like, wow. So what he said a long time ago, I wasn't even born when he said all that. But the fact that I observed and to come to the same conclusion like him, which is who is way more intelligent than me, smarter than me, more educated than me, you know, with a lot of knowledge, it really reassures me that I'm not talking about nonsense. What else? I think I will have the point, and I will talk about two examples. I will talk about the travel ban countries of Africa, which are mainly the countries that have been banned, my country included recently. And I will tell you, I think I have the reason why they did it, and I will give you an example on how Black Africans themselves have messed up, have lost credibility to the eyes of other countries internationally. What is sad is when you hear news of being banned, African people, instead of questioning themselves, why are we banned? No, they get upset. As usual, we defend what is wrong. Like I say, Black people always defend what is wrong. We don't question ourselves. Why? We don't question ourselves. Why are we being banned? No, we just say, how? But if we share stories of what Africans have been doing, even in America, okay, from the paper they deliver, they give to the U.S. Embassy for most of them, okay, you understand how it was long coming. It was just long. I'm not surprised about that. And now that's why I come again with this conclusion: leave the Black community, because there is a mindset that we have. We have a mentality that, you know, people cannot take it anymore, and people say, oh. And they say, oh, we don't need to go to America anymore. It's not that. It's not about going to America or not. It's about how are you seen to the international level, how you lack credibility, why you lack credibility today, why your papers, why your degrees mean nothing. And I've been talking about that in my previous video many times. And I say, Black people, Black African, we have a poor mentality. Not only that, but corruption. Corruption is killing Africa. And you see again, it's not only America. They don't want, even in Europe, they don't want us anymore. They don't want us anymore. And I will prove to you why I say that. It was long coming. They already have really strict rule from Africa to enter Europe. You think America will be waiting for? No, I'm not surprised. It will be, it was long coming. Yeah, I'm not surprised now today. Now, you know, you go to an embassy, you lie. You literally, you lie. And you think that you will get away with that. Okay, if you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 got away, but don't think that the other one who are serious, they will have to pay for your nonsense. They'll be paying for your nonsense. Okay, so it was long coming, and I'm not surprised. The ban, I will try to share with you why it cannot happen. Because when people deliver fake birth certificate, fake information, what do you think is going to be coming? What do you think is going to be the result? Now what even herself, Kamala Harris herself, admitted on the interview where she had, where she even agreed that the American immigration system is completely broken and need to be repaired. What do you think is going to be happening? This is what we get now. We kept talking to us that we have to change our mentality. We have to break this corruption cycle, but nobody understands, and this is the result. Now, I don't know if our leaders is even seeing that as an insult, because the problem is now what? It's not that we have to question the way you rule the countries, the way you do stuff in the countries. You have to have accountability. Where is the credibility in your countries? There is no credibility. Even if you get upset at Donald Trump, it doesn't remove the fact that there is problem inside the countries that we are in Africa. There is problem of corruption. There is a problem of lack of credibility. There is problem of justice in our countries. How can they trust us today? I don't know. I've been talking and someone come to curse me. You see now? You see? This is the consequences. No, just leave my appearance. It's not the appearance. That is not my appearance. The more important thing is what I say for now. This is the situation. Africans, they don't want us anymore. It's a fact. And they will prove to you. And this is nothing. Canada is going to be the next. Because when you have people taking videos and talking on YouTube and teaching other Africans how to fraud in the Canadian system to get help, to get advantage and benefit, what do you think, people? You think they are stupid? They don't see you doing this stuff on social media? It was long coming. I'm not surprised, okay? So I see you maybe next week. I don't know. I will try to make videos, but there is a lot to talk about. There is a lot. And it's just a call for action for our South Africa, that we need to change our countries. Medical care, everything, corruption in every aspect of our countries. Every sector is completely corrupted. In politics, education, medical, everything, healthcare, everything is corrupted. Now, what do you expect? A better outcome? No. I'm not surprised I did it, okay? I'll see you next week.